Secret Screaming Ten at Cineworld was a somewhat predictable movie choice in that it was Good Boy, a film I thought I would see, but it's definitely a somewhat less than predictable way of telling a chilling story in the horror genre. I am absolutely not a dog person, so I'm not going to get all gooey about this simply because it has a canine protagonist. But there is a lot to like here in a very original tale that wraps up in an unheard of movie runtime at only 73 minutes. So Indy the dog gets taken by its owner to live in a country home of a deceased grandparent. But this house seems to have a few bumps in the night that only Indy hears and a few ghouls or ghosts that the dog is first to spot. This feels original in that the view we see is that of the dogs. We get Indy's POV here, and it is the dog that we see react to all the creepy goings on, some of which could be real, and some of which appear in a doggy dream world, and none of which is subject to dialogue and exposition, which makes for a more unsettling experience. With a few jump scare moments and perhaps a little jeopardy, this does work surprisingly well. I'm not an animal person at all, but the jumpy moments here gave me huge and impactful chills that I couldn't have predicted. That made parts of this film very effective. Overall, it's definitely a big thumbs up. I think it could be quite a sleeper hit this year, and it was also interesting to do a bit of research after the event too. Apparently it took 3 years to film, and one 8-second scene took a whole day of shooting, with a dog being truly front and centre for the majority of this movie. This definitely feels different. I do have a gripe and a concern though. I'm not sure every cinema goer will want to pay a full ticket price to see a film this short. And I have a gripe about the edit too. A story that tried to go full circle didn't quite join up for me. There was a bit of a disconnect between the start and the end. And I'm not looking for metaphors on what it truly meant. I would say ditto with a mid-scene moment as well, where we skip a little bit too quickly from a dramatic scene to a different scenario. But overall, this is very good. If you have an access to a reduced ticket or a 2-for-1 offer, this is definitely one that is worth going to see.